Hey everybody, it's Greg, and I'm going to be talking about politics today. That's right, politics and religion. I think they have to be the most feared subjects of all time. But hey, election's coming up, so why not? I don't know what it's been about this week. It's just like everyone's been asking me who you're voting for, you know, is it McCain or Obama or whatnot, and I just figured, you know what, it's just time to answer it once and for all who I'm voting for. I'm not telling you. Well, I mean, I could, but I mean, I'm not gonna. What I do want to tell you, or discuss with you rather, is what it means to be a Christian and to be an American. How are Christians supposed to view politics and who we elect as president? Now, if we look at the history of politics, it seems as though in these latter years, Christians have been voting for Republican candidates. In fact, the Republican convention is known for its being very, very Christian. But what does that even mean? I mean, the Democrats even claim to have a majority of Christians, and I'm still kind of confused on what that means. If I was an atheistic politician and I wanted to be elected president, I'd probably lie that I was an atheist, because there's absolutely no way that's going to happen. So, if someone's running for president, we can almost be sure that they're lying about something in that regard. Whether it's the degree of their faith, or even if they have faith at all, I mean, they're probably catering to their audience. Now, although I don't know McCain or Obama personally, I can't judge them right off the bat just because they're politicians, but nonetheless, it's still a big question that we need to answer. Another disturbing thing I notice is that even though we're Americans, we should be patriotic, and we should be enthusiastic about who we're going to put in the Oval Office. I mean, as Christians, how excited or zealous should we be? I see on TV you have these Christians who are die-hard McCain fans or die-hard Obama fans, and they won't let go of their candidate due to faith reasons, whether it's for issues like abortion or homosexuality, marriage, or whatnot. I mean, usually they stick to those issues and claim that their candidate is the most holy and God is with that candidate. They have signs, they have commercials, they tell everyone, their friends, you know, vote for McCain or vote for Obama. But that's kind of ironic since they're Christians. Now, I'm not saying they can't like a candidate, but they really like their candidate. I mean, even more so than perhaps, I don't know, their savior? Now, I'm not saying that if you are part of the Republican convention or the Democrat convention that somehow you don't love Jesus. What I'm saying is that it's more than likely that you are putting your candidate in a higher esteem than perhaps your savior. I've been hearing certain words like, you know, McCain is an American hero and Obama is the savior of America. He's going to save America from itself. And I mean, just those words kind of put pictures of my mind of replacing Christ, like somehow Obama's on the cross dying for the sins of America, or McCain has, you know, has championed his way through hell to save America. It just doesn't sit right well with me. I mean, when was the last time we went campaigning for Jesus? I mean, do you tell all your friends, you know, here's Jesus, you know? Or we'd be more apt to tell them, vote for Obama. Now, as a Christian, when you're going to do your patriotic duty to vote, I mean, you got to be asking yourself, who would Jesus vote for?
What?
Now, although I think at this point in politics, it's almost pick your poison every 4 years. You know, it's you know, what's the lesser of the evils that you have to deal with. But I believe you can approach politics in a biblical way. However, you can't take it as far as saying that politics is just as important as faith. Trust me, presidents come and go, ages and empires come and go, but Christ has never left. Christianity will last till the end days. So my advice is, don't get as hyped up about your candidate as much as your savior. That's one issue that I wanted to get down. So now that we have that down, let's talk about what it means to vote in a president. When you vote in a president, he has several, or he or she has several promises that they've made to the American people as they were campaigning and as they made many promises. Unfortunately, most presidents can't fulfill half of those promises. Now, in the Christian community, some of the biggest issues are, of course, abortion, gay marriage, etc. And for the past, I don't know how many years, a few decades, Christians have put their faith in candidates that claimed to eventually abolish these laws. Last time I checked, the last president that we elected in who did promise to abolish the law of abortion hasn't done it. In fact, I don't think it's very much possible at this point. It is, but it's not solely in the president's hands. Raid vs. Road is going to take a while and take a lot to override. But that brings up a whole new question. So what? We change the law. Let's say that happens. Let's say a miracle happens and somehow McCain or Barack Obama changes the law so that no one can have abortions. And all the Christians go, yay, pro-life, la 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 la. What does that change? That certainly won't stop people from, killing babies. It really won't. It'll just be in a more illegal way. More and more, I've come to realize that Christianity changes from the inside out. Politics and the law seeks to change from the outside in. Now, which one's effective? Obviously, from the inside out. That's the way God chooses to transform and sanctify us. The law is merely to guide people morally and in a civil way. However, it does not prevent people or change people from their opinions or what they do. Say we abolish gay marriage, we abolish all these evils in the world. Let's abolish lying. Well, we couldn't do that, they're politicians. But let's say they've done that. It's still not going to stop people from doing that. That's why I don't personally plan to become a politician. I plan on spreading the word and the gospel that changes from the inside out, and not changes through human effort, but from a spiritual effort. In conclusion, politics can only do so much. Law can only go so far. But Jesus is the perfect candidate for changing our life, not just changing one empire. So McCain might say country first, I say Christ first. Obama might say, yes, we can, but I say, yes, he did. He has done it. He has finished the work of salvation on the cross. That is the truth that will change lives. It won't change legislation, but it will change how we legislate. You see, politics only reflect what the culture wants. If the culture wants gay marriage, abortion, or certain laws, they're going to get it, because the politicians feed off of what the people want. The change of America doesn't start with voting in someone who promises change, but it starts here. It starts in the citizen. The citizen needs to change first before the politician. Why do politicians lie, cheat, have sex with interns? Well, it just so happens that that's what every other American does. So when you look at politics again, just see that it's reflecting you in your life. So, do you want to change America? It starts with you. And you can only change if God changes you. So really, everything starts with God. So when you go to the voting booth this upcoming November, remember this: that a politician can only change so much. Christ can change everything. Have a blessed day.
America, yeah!
Oh, and I'm voting for